What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another figure unboxing. And today we've got another Figuarts Zero by Bandai. This time we've got Senku Ishigami from the Dr.Stone series. Now, as you know, Dr.Stone is quite a popular anime show. It's quite an interesting one as well. When I first got around to watching it, I didn't really know what it was like and whether I would like it as much as the other ones, because I mean, there is action in the show, but it's not like a fighting anime, which a lot of the ones I tend to watch. I do watch other animes as well, like Death Note. Death Note's not a fighting anime, where it's heavy with action. The story's quite good in it. Whereas in this, it's not that heavy in action, but there is action in it, which is pretty cool. But I like how it teaches you how to make a lot of things. Because in their world, everyone is turned to stone, and you have to figure out how to wake everybody up, or turn everybody back to normal anyway. Which they figure out how to do it to some of the characters so far in the show, but they still don't figure out, they've not learned how it all happened yet. Although I've only watched season 1 and 2, I need to watch season 3, which is currently out. I've not got round to watching it yet, but yeah, it is a cool show. Senku Ishigami is the main character in the series. He's the smartest character that we've come across in this new world. But it's the first person that wakes, well, not the first person that wakes up, obviously other people have woken up, and there's also other people who've already been around living in like villages and things like that, due to some of the events that have happened, like Senku's father being around, which we get to learn about in season 2. But yeah, this one also comes with like some small instructions right there. It's quite simple, it's just to show how the flag goes in. But yeah, that's quite a detailed piece. It's a bit bigger and a bit heavier than what I expected. But yeah, that is quite a cool figure. I do like the detail of this Figuarts one. I like them vials just left there on the floor. It's quite cool. But he has his E equals MC squared on his jacket there, or his clothes that he managed to make. So as we see in the series, Senku, in 2019, everyone was turned to stone, and once Senku woken up after all those years, through the nitric acid, which was used to, Senku figured out that's what it was that woke him up. And 6 months after him, his friend Taiju wakes up, which is like his best friend. He's quite a cool character in the show. I do like Taiju. Taiju and Ogawa, I think she's called. So once those two awake, they also wake up Tsukasa. I don't know whether they wake up Tsukasa before Ogawa, but they wake up Tsukasa, and he's like was the martial artist in the school, like the toughest martial artist. So they wake him up, and obviously when we first see him in the show, once he's woken up, he ends up like knocking out a lion with his bare hands, which is quite ridiculous because his character's supposed to be a teenager in high school. But yeah, that's what happens anyway. It's an anime show, so anything can happen. But yeah, he ends up knocking out a lion, but Tsukasa ends up going against Senku and his world, his ideal world, whereas Tsukasa wants to create a world with one that he controls really, and gets rid of all the bad people, and he proceeds to go and try and, the people who can be revived, all the ones that are turned into stone, the ones who were bad people, he wants to kill them or not bring them back to life, whereas Senku doesn't agree with that. So they have a different of ideologies, so they end up coming into conflict quite often, end up fighting quite a few times. But yeah, it is quite a cool show. We do get to see some cool fight scenes, but it's more about the intelligence of the characters in the show and coming up with new ways to either avoid the conflict or get around it, or if they have to deal with it, they will deal with it, but we're trying to do it with as little violence as necessary. And as we see in the show, like it always shows you how to create not new things, but they're having to start up civilization all over again. So Senku, being as clever as he is, will keep making different things like soap, and it'll show the viewers how to make soap and different things like that. Like they make cola and a few other things in the show, which is quite interesting. It's quite different from other anime shows I've watched so far. But it's quite interesting. I'm going to have to get season 3 watched, and I don't know if there's going to be a season 4, not too sure, I'll have to check. Yeah, let's get his flag in. There we go, that's quite a cool figure, quite detailed. Yeah, they have these funny marks above their eyes as well when they've woken up. But yeah, it's a cool anime show. This is a pretty cool figure as well, quite detailed. To be honest, I didn't know they were doing Dr.Stone ones when I seen this, and there is a different one that I've got. I'll be unboxing that on a different video. Again, Asagera. He thinks he's a magician, but he's quite a cool character as well. Didn't really like each other at first, but they are friends now in the series anyway. It's quite a cool character. And there we have it, another amazing Figuarts Zero figure by Bandai. This time a Senku Ishigami one. It's my first Dr.Stone figure. As I said, I didn't know at first that Figuarts Zero were even doing any Dr.Stone ones till I come across Senku and again Asagera. It wasn't as expensive as some of the other Figuarts ones. Well, this one was like a similar price to the other ones. I think this one was like £70, between £70 and £80. But again, Asagera one. I won't even say it's that much. It's only a little bit smaller, but it's quite detailed, the base, from what it looks like through the packaging. But that one only costs like £60, so it's quite a cool piece for the price. And I do like how detailed the Figuarts Zero figures always are. But yeah, since they're doing other shows like Dr.Stone and that, I mean, there's only 2 that they've got for it so far, 2 figures in the Figuarts Zero line. Hopefully they'll bring out even some other ones from the show, like Tsukasa will be pretty cool, or Taiju. So some of the other characters, that would be pretty cool. But if they do some other anime franchises, like Tokyo Revengers is a newer one I watched over the last year or so, and that's quite a cool anime show. It'd be nice to get some Figuarts Zero figures of them, or even some Tokyo Ghoul ones. As I've seen in a previous video, I do have a Ken Kaneki one, like Kotsubikaya, but it'd be nice if they done some Figuarts Zero ones as well. But yeah, as I said, it's quite a cool figure this, and it's an amazing anime show. If you've not watched it, I recommend going and watching Dr.Stone. It's quite a fascinating show and quite a interesting one, and I'd say it's also a bit educational with some of the stuff that they do in the show, and some of the things that they create. As I said, like soap, for an example, because they don't have anything to clean themselves anymore, but you'll see even more things throughout the show, what he ends up creating, because he's quite an intelligent character, Senku. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please give us a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more statue unboxings.